Hello everybody, my name is Karen Gitahi and I'll be presenting about the two case studies of work at Disneyland, the Smile Factory and the African Leadership Academy, an organization culture analysis. Welcome. Walt Disney was founded in 1955 by Walt Disney. It is an amusement park and it was first found in California, Anaheim. Organizational identity controlled through culture. Most of the time, organizations use artifacts, espoused values, and basic assumptions. A management team has the power to mold employees to what they want to do, think, and or say. Disneyland's organizational management addresses the intangible aspects of performance, which cannot be measured but are still critical. Employees are easily manipulated because of the need to impress management. Um, so in Disneyland, there's a strong dress code for both male and female, and this dress code is able to identify what type of work they're doing, either in a higher level or a lower level. There's also language training, so instead of using customer, they use guest, so as to provide a better engagement with who they're serving. And there's also a hierarchical structure where there's no movement between jobs, and unless in certain situations, there's a set of rules and regulations on how to present themselves. For example, if Walt was to apply for a job, he'd need to trim off his facial. We also assume that everyone is a team player and that nobody will disagree. And this is due to the lack of diversity. So you'll find that most of the employees are usually around the same age, people who go to college, and so this lacks diversity, and so we assume that. Um, Now, there's a control system at Disneyland where there was an organization expects that employees practice positive emotions. The organization also trusts that employees will act accordingly towards customer needs and what they want. Um, Guests expect employees to also be sunny and helpful every time they ask them anything or they want any assistance. So this control system forces employees to learn the different types of customers and how to respond to them accordingly. So the type of structure used in Disneyland is multi-divisional structure. So there's some of the emotional display rules. Emotional display rules are cognitive representation that a person decides to put on their face when they're feeling a certain emotion. An example would be when a family member cooks terribly, you act in awe, but then you have to show that you're happy because you're giving thanks to what the work that you've done. So, for example, employees are trained on how to act professional when having positive and negative emotion. Guests play a huge role in setting emotions during peak hours. This would make employees feel all sorts of emotions, especially when it's a rush hour and children are just running all over around. This brings different emotions and it makes them, and if it affects the perception of the employees that have on the role, thus lowering their motivation. The next case study is African Leadership Academy. It's an academy based in South Africa, Johannesburg, founded in 2008 by Fred Sanika, Chris Bradford, Acha Leke, and Peter Mumba. Um, its mission statement falls under the team needs to work together to come up with leadership, to bring leaders who are going to help the future Africa come up with solutions. So most of the time we tend to comment on only poor leadership. We provide medicine and blankets, but we don't to those that are impacted to war, poverty, and famine. We need to create leaders who prevent these wars, create jobs, and find solutions to the root causes of Africa's problem, which is a differentiation strategy. The type of strategy used is multidivisional as well. Some of the management practices used in the organization is having advisory families where faculty and student interact and they have meals together and they talk about how school is going, what anything outside of classes. We also have health and wellness where they speak about their health and how they're going to improve their day-to-day going. House programs for competition, residential faculty where we have a residential assistant as a student and we have a residential dorm parent as a faculty, which allows even more engagement. And we have assemblies, creative presentations, both faculty and students express themselves outside of work hours. No, an interesting thing about one of the management practices is in at African Leadership Academy, the community, we always emphasize on community. We call each other They call each other family members, and this allows to grow a community in African Leadership Academy. We So now we have the McGregor X and Y theory. So the X theory, it's a theory that helps to manage how people make decisions and the motivations they have behind them. So the X theory talks about people only work for the money, and the theory Y talks about individuals are highly self-motivated. And this is usually categorized using the could be categorized using the Maslow laws, where the theory Y falls under self-active actualization, self-esteem, and where theory Y falls under social safety and security psychological. So some culture and impact to employee motivation, commitment, behavior, and well-being. So during the month, faculty usually have a faculty month awards where they identify different faculty that have gone out of their way to help in the community, creating a family, which is a culture that African Leadership Academy is emphasizing. There are also monthly reflections where faculty are also able to reflect on what they like, what they didn't like, what they can improve. And this is a culture that is always it's a continued process that goes on even into the classrooms, apart from just the workers. Now we also have they also have weekly meetings where each week they identify what goals they had made last week, and they go through them on how they can improve them even better. So one of the embedded larger natural culture. So in South Africa, there was a very huge history of apartheid, of the white not having the same privilege as the black, and this brought in so many hard feelings, and this has therefore led to a culture of being able to stand for your rights in South Africa and being able to understand any individual and having equal rights. Now, African Leadership Academy enforces that culture of having to understand everybody, and this has been shown by not only providing awards, but also allowing people to engage in self-reflections, which is a motivation for both Theory Y and Theory X. We have weakness and strengths. So we have in Disneyland, we have a relationship approach, the socialization process, which makes employees invest more time, effort, feel into their work, which improves performance and minimizes turnover. Although there's a feeling of being watched, where we have supervisors come in regularly to come see what they're doing, and this lowers the trust and dissatisfaction. Now, a recommendation that I will recommend is a psychological crisis mindset. So where you start introducing um, the aspect of uh, using the revised psychology of being watched, not just watching them, but also looking for potholes for crisis so as to prevent this crisis in the future. And this not only allows for the employees to be comfortable, but also gives assurance to the guests that everyone will be okay. It also allows, if there's security in Disneyland, that means there's more profit, and this allows for even a better coordination. Thank you.